just to give a little plug here, the streaming channel Newsmax is a very good channel. Ed Henry is running the show there, and a fellow called Lemontal or Semental or something. Don't hold me on it, but they're quite good. But they're going public tonight. They're floating for shares. It's the fastest growing um, streaming media in America, and they've taken in something like $100 million dollars already. But this is the way it's going. I think it's obvious that that the Trump victory has destroyed the woke crowd. Now Trump has followed up on all his promises. He said that there's only two genders, man and woman. They can take that any way they like. And it has gone to the stage in many parts of the states and in government. And it's gone to the stage here where you couldn't call a boy him or you couldn't call a girl her. You had to call them they. This is the stuff that has been forced down people's throats, and it must be driving the lefties mad to see that this is happening. This is happening. Now, you remember Enoch Burke has gone through hell over this bloody baloney. And I'm not happy that it just die away here. I want the people who brought in this punished for it, or ostracized or something. Anyone who thinks it's right to call a boy of 9 or 10 they should get in touch with me, because I'm telling you it is not right under any circumstances. So thankfully Donald Trump is acting like a bull in a china shop. He's smashing the whole lot. He's signed 300 executive orders, all getting rid of this woke stuff and making the people working from home go back to their offices. And he's going to cut the federal budget to reduce the debt and bring back some financial responsibility to it. So he's doing what he said. He'll be meeting Netanyahu of Israel next week. People have various views on that. He's made some funny things I wouldn't agree with about Gaza, but I think at the end of the day, he'll come up with some type of solution involving a two-state solution there. Whether he'll fix that or not, my gut reaction is he won't. You'll not fix it. You're talking about 90 years till Israel, our problem is fixed. That's what I think. Now, here at home, we're forming governments. Pauline Tully got into the Senate. And the reason why I have the views I have, which are considered centre-right, and the reason why many of us on here have these views is that we are right. What is happening in the States of America and the migration and clamping down on the migrants, the cartels bringing in the migrants are now turning violent and firing on the border agents and sending in drones and trying to bomb them. That's what they're at the moment. So that's not right. But this is the very same problem in Europe. Gutless people who are very, very far left running the show. Now, as America gets out of this madness, we will be more in it in Europe, in Britain and in Germany. Although there are signs now that there's a kickback in Germany against the woke cultural Marxist green agenda. However, in the United Kingdom, a recent poll gave the Greens at 10%. Now, wouldn't you think after all that it wouldn't be 10%, but it is 10%. It is simply shocking. I get the gut reaction that Britain is finished altogether. Ireland is severely wounded, but not necessarily finished. That's the way I think it'll go. The whole pride in being British or being English is gone. The whole way of life of British people is gone. And you can see that in their television programs. Long ago there'd be comedy and the tears would run down your eyes laughing. They can't do any of that. They're gone woke. So one of the strange things about the woke agenda in Ireland and the UK that I know fairly well is how it's totally wrong for any man to hurt or harm a woman or touch a woman or sexually molest her or anything else. Heavy penalties, heavy civil law penalties and compensation if they have any money. And yet if they're Arabs, if they're Muslims, they can do what they like. In fact, they're starting up Sharia law in Britain. There is some viciousness in a way of thinking that puts the like of that over the natives. They hate us. they all hate us. Now, politically in England, they still support Starmer in a way. But remember, in Ireland, the Irish people were given a chance back about 2010 by the then Taoiseach Enda Kenny to get rid of the Senate, and they voted no. So what I'm telling you is, you're going to live the rest of your life if you live in Ireland, even though you're only a 2-year-old child, under a joint Fianna Fáil Fine Gael government with a few stragglers propping it up. I don't know how they'll turn out politically. They might save us a little bit from the ravages of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. They might save us a bit. Nobody can understand this. I speak to ordinary people all the time. They can't understand why Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil would be vicious. They don't believe they're vicious. But it's my opinion they'll never depart from thinking that Fianna Fáil is nice, Fine Gael is nice. They'll be in there with a few stragglers and they'll keep the Sinn Féin party out. And many people who support me tell me you wouldn't want the Sinn Féin crowd in anyway. They were a crowd of hooers, as to say, altogether. I'm not making any opinion on that. I thought Aontú tried to do a bit better, but they're kind of Sinn Féin as well. But the thing about it is that we're stuck with this. The Irish people could have kicked out the Senate, and they said no. Said no. And now we have all the failed TDs that were voted out being pulled back into government again. There's 60 senators. And we have the Fianna Fáil Fine Gael running the show. And I think, is that Darragh O'Brien? Isn't he Minister for the Climate Emergency? Climate Emergency. Trump has ruled that there's no more climate at all. You can't mention any climate stuff whatsoever. Now, they needn't be blaming me on YouTube. They'll probably try to sanction me on that, but it's get after Trump. Trump has said that you can't mention it, and he directed the Department of Agriculture to remove all record of climate change from their documentation. That's the stuff for them. That is the stuff for the lefties. He's given them holy hell, and it was needed. But still, 71 million people in America voted for those tramps. Tramps. And Kamala Harris shouting, oh, the past unburdened by the future. The future unburdened by the past. A load of horse manure. She must be looking at this with unbelievable opinion. So he's delivering on everything he said. Now, the other thing, just before we go, is I believe I heard today, I have spies, and I have bugs. I do bug government buildings as a bit of fun, and I have spies and everything, and I never use the phone. The services want to tap my phone, they can't get anything because I don't use the phone. I have another system. I have a crystal set radio I can communicate. So the thing about it is, anyway, the government has decided that there's no one Taoiseach going to go over to meet Trump. There's going to be a gang of them. He's going to bring about 8 people with him. Why? Because when Trump tells them these are a crowd of idiots, they want a wee bit of moral support. So there's going to be some fun when they give him the potty shamrocks. some fun. They're a cowardly band of thieves. That's all they are. Our present government, they're nothing only that, and they never will be anything only that. Do you remember that fella, Lowry? He's in it too. He wanted a casino down in 2 Mile Boris. Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. That's what he wanted. I don't think that's on the agenda now. That'll do, folks. We'll see you back. It's some fun to watch. Don't forget now, Newsmax there in the evening. You can get it on the internet. It's very, very good. And there are a few other of those channels, and you have me to watch. The devilment is I'm full of devilment, and to see these idiots of lefties getting roasted. And RTE doesn't know what to do. I don't listen to them now, but I told you about the radio the morning after the storm. They were telling us how we should dress ourselves. It looks to me, with this Marxism, cultural Marxism, woke, LGBTQ, and all of this, they start off to get the kids. Do you notice they're getting the children early? They get the kids into the school. Sorry, I'm eating cabbage. And it used to be a wee picture of a snowman or something up on the wall, and a wee bit of funny stuff, and maybe a religious picture. and the kids that draw pictures. And now they're getting them to draw all this LGBTQ stuff, and they're telling the young boys early, you could be a woman. That's to neutralise their identity, to remove their identity, so that if they're Irish, they won't associate with being Irish, they'll associate with the world. And the girls will be the same. And they're a vicious, vicious crowd. The woke agenda is viciousness of the worst kind. But yeah, that's the idea. But it's been rowed back against and been pushed back against. And I tend to think in Germany and in the EU, it's the women running it that's causing a bit of this. But there's men at it too. Men at it too. But they have to be stopped. I've tried to stop them and warn people. But don't ever forget, folks, your own neighbours. 40% didn't vote in the last election. They don't give two damns. And the rest voted for the queer fellas. Our neighbours and friends are queer fellas. The Irish people are queer, as they use that. It's not queer as such. They are a selfish, thick crowd of villains. And the one thing I'm get great pleasure from is a lot of them with money are going into the nursing homes now for care, and they realise they have to fork up $1,200 a week for 3 years. $1,200 a week. And they have to sign up their property and a whole lot. And the thought by voting Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael they'll have to pay nothing. It's a fair deal thing. I'm not too well up on it. But if we're going to be fierce crack, the devil skin the whores alive. That's what I say. Skin them with our old voting traits that they do. They couldn't. The more they suffer, the better. That's my view on it. Good luck. We'll see you back. Thank you.